Landlord, behind on the rent. Common occurrence in mobile home parks. Hello? Welcome to Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Behind me is the worst investment I've ever made in my entire life. My name's Joe Davis, and this is how you flip mobile home parks. All right, so everybody that I've talked to recently, all these online gurus, you see this all over the place. People talking about how much money you can make by getting into mobile home parks. So I thought to myself, seems legit. I'll buy a mobile home park. I got on the MLS, I made a bunch of phone calls, I looked all over the place for the best mobile home park deal that I could possibly find. And it brought me here to Poplar Bluff, Missouri. No one in this entire town has a brain. I've been ripped off, stolen from, and I've only owned this place for like a couple of weeks.
Are you serious?
The park is 15 acres. We got plans of filling it all the way up. I've got 8 units right now. I just got down here today. 2 of my tenants currently are in the eviction process. I went up to one of the doors and said, hey, I haven't received your rent this month. And she said, that's fine, I'm leaving. Cool. So now we have 3 empty mobile homes out of 8. So I'm getting a great return. Luckily, I was able to pick this entire park up for only $200,000. Once it's all done, I'll fill it up. I'll have at least 50, maybe 70 mobile homes. It's gonna be a big project. I think in a year, 2, 3 years, this will actually be a good deal. But right now, it's a big pain in my So I'm gonna show you the rest of the park and all the problems that we've had in about 3 weeks of owning this place. So as you can see here, this is a trench that we had to dig about 2 weeks ago. My mobile home over here, this lady called me. I'd owned the park for like a day. She goes, hey, my water's not working. I'm like, okay, what the hell happened there? I was like, okay, I'll come down, I'll figure it out. Well, what we found out is the guy that I bought this place from ran the water line to this mobile home park from the neighbor. He tapped into the neighbor's line on their property and was feeding her mobile home with their water. Did not disclose that, did not tell me that. So we inherited that mess. So I had to come in here, dig a trench over to this old water main that runs down the edge of my property here. We tapped into that. After we got the water situation figured out with this lady, she called me and she said that her tub was leaking. So I call a plumber down in Poplar Bluff. And I'm like, hey, got some issues in my mobile home park. I was like, can you send somebody over there to make my tub stop leaking? They didn't show up for like a week. When they finally got there, they showed up at like 5:30 at night, didn't call me and tell me they were gonna be there. So I couldn't warn my tenant that anybody was gonna be there. They send some guy over there that doesn't speak English. He just goes in there, tears the whole bathroom all to hell. At 9:30 at night, this lady's like, hey, are you gonna be done anytime soon? Her whole bathroom's ripped apart. It's nowhere near being done. She calls me and is like, hey, what the hell? I'm like, well, I didn't even know they were gonna be there. So I call the dude and I'm like, hey, what's going on? He speaks no English. I'm like, oh my God, this has to be some sort of scam. I showed up the next day, everything's still leaking, nothing is done right. 60 Minutes needs to come down here and like test the water, see what is going on in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. I don't know how these people have existed this long. After that, another one of my tenants calls me, frantic, freaking the hell out. She's like, hey, the neighbor dumped a bucket of paint on my car and assaulted me and all my friends and said he's gonna kill us. I'm like, did you call the police? She's like, yeah, they arrested him. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? She's like, well, I'm just worried that he's gonna come back and cause problems. Well, that's exactly what he did. Once he got let out of jail, he came back, caused more problems. The lady pulled a gun, he pulled a gun, they start shooting at each other. She calls me, I'm 3 hours away where I live in people with Brainsville. Call the cops. Why would you call me? What do you want me to do? So I ended up calling the police and they're like, yeah, we're already on our way. We got them both in custody. I was like, okay. So gotta evict those people. I call them, I'm like, hey, you're being evicted. And they're like, for what? I'm like, you were shooting at each other. Like that's, you broke the park rules. I know this is a mobile home park, but it's still society. You have to behave to some degree. Shooting at your neighbor, it's not normal people behavior. I guess maybe you can do that down here in Poplar Bluff, not in my mobile home park. Those people are gone. Somebody just throws their bed frame up against it, like at least put it on the side where it's not in the road. Went into this unit here because the last time I was here, the sewer department was here, and the pump in the sewer had burnt up because it was sucking up trash and socks and condoms and dirty diapers. It literally burnt the pump up and they had to put a new one. Luckily, they gave me one for free and they said, if we have to do this again, we're gonna charge you $3,800. So I walk into this unit and I start telling the tenant, I'm like, hey, not sure if it was you, could be the whole park. Seems like it's a park-wide problem, but we need to be really careful about what we're flushing down the toilets. No condoms, no dirty diapers, no candy wrappers, no trash. We don't wanna be flushing trash down the toilets. Nothing other than what needs to be flushed down a toilet should be getting flushed. And she's like, well, it wasn't me. So I go into her bathroom and I can see wrappers and trash in the drain. It's clogged into her drain. Wasn't me though. Mobile home park investing. Yeah, it's real great. When I first bought this park, I originally had these 7 units here. Since I bought it, I brought in 3 new mobile homes, 2 double wides and 1 single wide, and I have another single wide coming this following Monday. But when I originally bought it, it was just these here. There's a lady living there, a person living here. There was somebody living in that one. They completely left. They did not pay me no rent. This lady over here has not paid me any rent. This lady right here got evicted for shooting at the neighbor. Mobile home in front of her was the neighbor that she shot at. I had to evict him because he had dumped a big bucket of paint on her car and there was a huge fight. I just told him, I was like, look, you're both gone. Get the f out. There's 2 other mobile homes on the other side of this one right here that nobody lives in. Well, there was supposed to be somebody living in one. They said that she's never here. So when I bought this place like 2 months ago, I put a letter on her door just saying, hey, I own the park. If you have any questions, give us a call. It's still on her door. Nobody's been in the place. So change the locks. We have no way of getting a hold of this person. So we just changed the locks. She's gone. The place is freaking empty. So we're gonna go check it out. I have to go through all these units now, figure out what we have to do to get them ready to be re-rented, and then start marketing them so that people can come in here and start living. Because right now I have 11 trailers and only one of them is rented with somebody that's actually paying me. I got 3 tenants, only 1 is paying. Let's go check this place out. Welcome to Unit 4. Hope for the best, expect the worst. Place, dude. See, that's what's crazy. I didn't even talk to this person. I don't know why they would trash it. I never even talked to these people. I came up to the door one time and I was like, I haven't received any rent from you guys for the month, and she was like, well, I'm leaving. Nice. And then they trashed their place. Whatever. This is typical mobile home stuff. This is mobile home park activity. Just trash the place. This one looks really bad, but once it's all cleaned out, we get all the junk out of it, it'll actually look 10 times better than it does right now. Mostly floor damage is what I've seen. Other than like the holes in the wall and little holes in the floor, those shouldn't be too bad to fix. We knew coming in that we were gonna have a lot of work to do on these units, so I haven't seen anything here that's, you know, too dramatic. I'm not surprised yet. I've only looked at 2 of the units. We've still got like 4 or 5 left, so let's keep going. This unit here was empty when I bought it. I've been in that one before. It needs remodeled as well. Another 5-10 grand, get this one ready to go. This unit behind me that we're getting ready to walk into, when I bought it, the landlord at the time told me that somebody lived there. She has not paid me in the entire time I've owned this place. We went ahead and just changed the locks. I'm gonna go check out the unit and see how bad it is, how good it is, try to get it re-rented. Nobody's been here, no one's come through this door. Moment of truth.
Is there a dead body in there?
I hope not, that would suck. There ain't nobody living here. The guy I bought this place from is such a liar. This is not bad at all. Not bad, not bad. I'm happy with this. This one could pretty much be rented right now, so dodged a bullet. This is like mail for my other tenants. Really not bad. I'd like to know what happened to that lady though. She just kind of disappeared. Any landlords watching this that have just had tenants disappear on you? Do you ever wonder like what happened to them? Like where'd they go? Did they get abducted? Maybe they got sucked up into space somehow? Are we supposed to go and look for them? I don't know. Welcome to Unit 5. What would you do if there's just a straight up orgy going on in here? Would you join them? Oh, this place ain't bad. Well, I mean, it's not great. It's got a new floor in it. Of all the ones that I bought with the property, only one of them is in like really bad shape. Actually, 2 of them are in bad shape. This one still needs some work. The only other ones that need work are the ones that I bought after I bought this. That's a landlord special right there. Just paint right over the freaking doorknobs. Surprised they didn't paint over the freaking switches and plugs. Oh, they did on this one. Well, that does it for Unit 5. Unfortunately for my cameraman, there was not an orgy going on in there. Fortunately for me, the unit wasn't near as bad a shape as I thought it was, so it won't really need all that much work.
Let me join American orgy for the first time.
Okay. It's my show. It's my show. I'm gonna go check out the last unit now. Unit number 1. It's the first one you see when you come to the park. Interesting story with this one. We had to evict these people. Unfortunately, the guy that I bought it from, his mom and his brother were living there. The dude sells the property but doesn't take his mom with him. First off, I would never own a mobile home park and then make my mother live there. If I did, I would never leave her behind when I sell it. Comment below if you would do that to your own mother. This unit here, I like what they did. They built like a carport over this unit. Kind of like this. This is where the previous owner had his mother and his brother living here. Now, the brother got into it with one of the neighbors and they started slinging lead at each other. Cops got called multiple times. Just a big mess. I evicted them. Right now, we're gonna go check out this unit. Ooh, they smoked heavy ciggies in here. Hey, you guys wanna come over and smoke some cigs? I feel like we're in an ashtray. It's not the end of the world, but wow, this place needs a lot of work here. I've seen enough. It stinks so bad in here. With Unit 1, we're gonna put a new door on there. It needs quite a bit of work. New floor, new paint. Get that cigarette smell out of there. We got our work cut out here in this park. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We gotta get 7 units fixed up ASAP and ready to be re-rented, because right now I'm not making any money on this place. This is the worst investment I have made by far, but in the long run I really think this is going to be the best investment that I've made so far. Let's get the f out of here. Wildest parties I ever went to were always in like mobile home parks. Those are always some fun parties for real. Do you like my shirt? For all the people who tell me I'm the most unprofessional real estate agent, a terrible business person, I'm a terrible landlord. I'm a great landlord. I'm also a great real estate agent. You can ask my clients. I love my clients and they love me. That's pretty much mobile home park investing 101 right there. You've seen what we're up against. You've seen this place. You've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's got it all. We got double wides. We got single wides. We got holes in the wall. We got bugs. We got trash. We got crazy tenants. We got the cops getting called. We got people shooting at each other. Cigarette smoking. Probably more than just cigarettes getting smoked out here too. We're gonna get it all straightened out. This place is gonna be a beautiful place when it's all done. I'll have about $1 million invested in this place over the next year. Once it's all done, this place will be worth about 4 or 5 million. 50 to 75, possibly even 100 mobile homes out here when this place is done. Whenever I go to sell this place, that it's gonna be very attractive to a big company that buys mobile home parks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm basically flipping this property to a big company to come in and purchase whenever I'm done with it. If they don't buy it, that's fine, because then I can hold on to this place forever and just make the cash flow. I can refinance this property whenever it's done, get all my money back out. I can hold on to it long term for cash flow. Like, this is gonna be a gold mine. So I'm actually really happy with this property, even though it's a complete disaster right now. In a year from now, this place will be amazing. I can't wait to do the video a year from now and show you what we've done with this place and how far it's come. So that pretty much wraps it up for the video today. Remember to like and subscribe and share this content. We got more coming. We'll see you in the next one.